Today we're going to take a look at escaping backmount. So we'll start just with some classic defense ideas here. So obviously, first things first, I'm going to make sure I keep my chin tucked and I'm going to defend hands. If I'm just open like here, I'm going to get choked within no time. So we control the hands, we tuck our chin. Other thing we want to prevent them from doing is isolating my arm. So I'm always mindful of things like this. So whenever he's trying to push one arm down, I'm going to make sure I use the other hand to defend. So my arms need to work in unison at all times. Now, first thing we'll do is basically the defense that most people will learn as a white belt. What you want to do here is I want to pass the arm towards the other side. We're going to squeeze ourselves towards this arm. I'm going to kick my leg out, go towards the hip where I am, and I start shifting my hips out. As he tries to get on top of me, we just push the elbow, push the elbow, push the elbow, and we get into our scramble position. So, one more time, different angle. So from here, chin tucked, we defend. We try to pass the arm towards the other side, go towards the hip, on the side where we have the arm tucked. Of course, we need to be mindful of arm bars too, so keep your elbows nice and tight right there. Kick your bottom leg out and start shifting your hips towards the mat. My shoulders are pressed to the mat here. As soon as he tries to get on top, we push the elbow, and from here we engage in a scramble and hope to win. Yes, one more time. So from here, defense, boom, go towards the side, kick the bottom leg out, start pushing, 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 keep pushing the elbow to win scrambles. Alright, so, of course, it's not going to be easy to get this arm to the other side of your head. So we also need to know how to fight against backmount when his arms are still here and attacking. So again, same thing. He's attacking, I have my chin nicely tucked. Now I'm going to go towards one side. Doesn't really matter which one. For now I prefer this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to kick out my bottom leg and shift my hips. What I want to do, this shoulder was already on the mat since we fell to the side. I want to have this shoulder on the mat too. So I'm just focusing on shifting my hips out and getting that shoulder towards the mat, but keeping my elbow nice and tight. Now if he tries to pull me towards the other side, it's going to be very difficult, as long as I'm laying here on the hook. Yeah? So from here, we're going to go inside, and probably he's going to try to mount me here, and we're going to fight the legs, get into a scramble, and see if I can win a position from half guard or the position. So from here, now I cannot move the arm across. I'm keeping everything nice and tucked. I'm kicking my bottom leg out. I'm going to move towards the side. From here, elbows stay nice and inside. I'm just focusing on getting my shoulders towards the mat. And the more I'm towards the mat, the more difficult it will be for him to keep control. And from here, we start pushing and we get out. Right? So that will be, most realistically, the escape you will be hitting most against your opponents from backmount. Now, of course, there is different things that can happen. So next question, of course, will be body triangles. So if you body triangles you, which is of course very, very annoying. One thing to take mind of course, I want to prevent body triangles more than I want to escape them. This is a bad position, so in general I try to keep my hips out and open to prevent myself from getting body triangles too much. You pick the bird triangle. So what I just did is the basis of escape. I'm going to post my foot high and out. I'm going to, of course, again, keep control over the arms. I'm basically, essentially going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn my hips while I keep pressure. And as soon as he moves this leg over towards this side, now it will be very difficult for him to keep it back. If he tries to now pull me back, he needs to open up. And when he opens up, we get our escape. So, putting pressure on the body triangle. There's another thing we can do, and that we can do by moving towards the other side. Making sure the weight of the body triangle is on the floor here. Again, we can start stepping over, move our shoulders to the mat, and escape. Yeah? So, a couple of different things you can do with a body triangle, but more likely what you want to do here is prevention instead of instead of escape. So if he's in a regular back mount and you feel like you might be able to get body triangles, I'm just going to really put my knee up high like this. Now he wants to get body triangle, basically he cannot do it anymore. He lost one hook and we start our escape process again. Yeah? One more thing you can do sometimes when people are on your back and you get into positions like this where we're on our knees, where he has both hooks in. So, positions like this, sometimes what you can also try to do is tripod high, so get your hips up high while of course defending. And if he tries to attack you now, right here, we have quite some pressure on his legs for defense. And even if he backpacks, so even if he has grips on your upper body here, sometimes you can even grip the head. If he has grips like this, we can even grip the head inside, start pressing down, sprawling out, and escape. From there, there's a couple of options from there. That's generally an okay position. The only thing you need to really be mindful of is as soon as I place my hands on the mat, my neck will be available, so I really need to tuck in tight to not get choked while I try to balance him over. So, more essentials basically is getting that hip nice and low, shifting your body towards your back, so both shoulders touch the mat, and from there out you can escape. Alright?